and we will open a vault together. I will show you how you can open the vault and how you can qualify for the weekly vault challenge that we have going on, where 3 random vaults receive 100 FBYT each week. And then basically we'll try to open the floor and get some of your feedback on this new format of the ambassador program, because we're really interested in hearing from you how you like it, which things you like, which things you don't like. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Also, I wanted to fund a couple vaults on FBYT. So if you have some vaults, then later you can drop them in the chat, and I will fund 3. Let's just say 3 for $10 each. Basically, getting you a head start for this week's vault challenge, if you want to. Yeah, that's pretty much it. That's what we are gonna go over today. I think I'm sharing the screen. Yes. So let's start with the content submissions. For this, let me actually share my full screen real quick. Can I? Yes. 1 second. Just make sure. All right, for this one, I'm gonna share my full screen. So if you want to submit any challenge, this is basically how it goes. Sorry for all the things on the side. Do it like this. So, for example, I have this post here on my channel announcing our stream and the contest that we have with three vaults earning 100 FBYT. Let's say I want to share that as week 1 content challenge. So I just copy the link here. Same workflow, of course, on X. Then I go here into FBYT. I go to challenges, and then here your month 2 challenges are live, and I click on submit. Then we have here FBYT weekly content sprint submissions. I did not know that it will save. I tried this right before the stream, didn't know that it would save this. But yeah, we have a bunch of things to fill. So I'll fill my Discord username here. Yes, an FBYT. Here we can select for which week. Let's say this was for week 1. By the way, if you had content for week 1 and you didn't submit it yet, after the stream you can definitely do so. No worries if you're slightly late, because we've seen that some of you definitely had some issues. Then you can link to the content. Oops. If you actually copy the link and not the text, of course, has to happen on stream. There we go. You can tell on which other platform you posted it, and here you just input your Solana wallet address, which you only need to input once, by the way. So if I do another challenge, I don't need to input it again. But just so we have your Solana wallet, if you win, then we'll send the funds over there. And then we hit on send. Everything here is in German. I also just noticed. That's my bad. Should be in your local language for you. And then you can send another one. So you're not limited to one here. You can send as many as you want every week. And that's it. So again, everything you need to submit is here in challenges. And as you can see, we have all 3 challenge forms linked right here. So for the weekly FBYT vault raffle, it's the same workflow, just that you need to link to your FBYT vault. I'll also show um, you how to get your FBYT vault after creating a new vault, which is basically what we'll do next. And just real quick, here is the monthly P&L challenge, just as a reminder. During the whole month, we have a challenge where you can trade in your FBYT vault. And basically the best trader, and it's important to note, it's the best trader. It's not who has the highest volume in their vault. It's who has the best trading strategy. So if you, for example, at the end of the month have a plus 10% P&L in your vault, and you're the best, maybe with the plus 10%. I'm not sure if somebody might be able to overperform that. But then you would win 500 FBYT if you're one of the 3 guys that performed the best. So I can really recommend this. It's a fun way to sort of be active on the platform and compete for a little prize pool of 500 FBYT. Yeah, so these are the 3 different challenges that we have, and all you need to do, again, just one more time, is in the FBYT Discord, you just go here to the challenges channel. It should be available for everyone. If it's not available for anybody, like, let us know, and we'll check. And here you can see the deadlines, and here you have the submission forms, and you just follow these and you input everything you need, and that's it. And if you have submitted your Solana wallet one time, you don't need to submit it here again and here again. It's just one time is enough. Yeah, so I hope this clears things up. I'm not sure if we're recording this session. If we are, then yes, awesome. Then we'll definitely publish this after, and maybe we can just snip this part to help people sort of find where they have to make their submissions, because I think some of you were a little bit confused. And if you want like more infos about this month's ambassador program, then Zeshko made a nice video summarizing everything that we have for you this month. So that's number 1. Let me give you here. Oops. 1 second. Yes. So now we're back on FBYT, and basically all we want to do real quick is open a vault and get it set up in a way that we can participate in the weekly FBYT vault raffle, where again 3 vaults every week get 100 FBYT. And what you need to do for that is, first you open the vault. Second, you either fund it yourself or you attract someone who will fund for you, who believes in you, and then you have to execute at least 1 trade. Those are the requirements. So how do we open a vault? Because I know, even though we've gone over it a couple of times, some of you might be bored at this point in time if you have to hear it again. But for a lot of people, like, FBYT is very new, and I think it doesn't hurt to go over it one more time, and also like just show you how the quickest way to sort of get your vault ready for this challenge. So wait, let me start from the very beginning. First, we have to check up here in the top right corner if we are in manage or in the invest mode. As you can see, 2 different interfaces, and we want to make sure that we are in the manage mode. Then naturally we are on home, where we need to go. Actually, we can create a vault here. Also, I usually use this one, so I was confused here for a little bit. So On manage or on home, you have the create a vault or create new vault buttons. Both of them work. So either one. We'll just go with the easy one. So if you go to manage, you're on the home page, we'll click on create a vault. Then we will choose open-ended. In general, we always recommend open-ended vaults. Why? Because this way people can invest after your fundraising target is reached. So even after fundraising is closed, people can still invest. Closed-ended basically only makes sense if you have a fixed strategy and you have a fixed like customer who wants to deploy their capital into your vault, and after you just want to close it, you don't want anybody else participating, then you can choose closed-ended. Otherwise, open-ended is the better way for you if you open a vault to get investors in after you've already published it. So display name, how should we call this? I haven't thought about it beforehand. FBYT Super Vaults. Our strategy is all in on RWAs. Cover image, I will not add one now because I didn't prepare one, to be honest. But I definitely recommend for you to add one, just to have your vault stand out among the rest. So minimum raise amount in USDC, we'll just put it to 10. Very easy. You can also put it lower. For example, if you say, hey, I just want to commit $2 right now, then that's totally up to you. That's totally fine. Like we're not, again, we try to keep this open to everyone so everyone can participate. So you don't need to put it to $100 or something. And even me, I'll just put it to $10 right now. And we are raising in USDC. In this section, you can determine in which asset you want to raise. So if you select Solana here, very important, don't leave it at 10 Sol or you will have the minimum raise amount of $760. So if you change it, you have to make sure it's also shown here how much this is, that you get to 0.1, for example, Solana as the minimum raise amount. So you have it still at a similar USD price range. But we'll just go with USDC right now, and we'll keep it at 10. Then minimum investment, we'll do 5. And lockup period, we'll just do 1 hour. So everyone that invests in our vault, after 1 hour, they can already withdraw. Management fee, let's say 2%. Performance fee, we're going to perform well. So let's say 10%. And of course, I'm a fan of doing the weekly fee withdrawal period. And I really like it, especially for people that are new, because this way, after 7 days, you can already see how you are earning the fees from your vault. So if it's your first time opening a vault, definitely choose the weekly one just so you can see the results right away. Then we click agree, and we create our vault. We confirm the transaction in the app. This one costs me 0.007 Solana, so only some cents. And we click confirm again. And now we wait as it's creating the vault on chain. So everything on FBYT is happening on chain. I think most of you are very aware of that. And here we are. Now it's in fundraising, as you can see. USDC is accepted. We right now have 0 investors, $0 AUM, and we just created it today. So now we have to wait, in theory, for someone to invest, but of course we want to get this vault ready for the challenge. And so what we will do actually is, and let me guide you through this. We switch over from manage to invest. Then from the homepage, we go into invest. And something that I like to do, because I'm too lazy to copy the vault address. So all I do is simply go to sort by here and click on newest. And as we can see, our vault is right up at the top. So in this case, we're just gonna invest ourselves $10. I make it 10 cents just because sometimes USDC might be slightly under $1. And in that case, if you only send 10 USDC, you will actually not fully reach your set goal. And then we just confirm and we invest $10 into our vault. Awesome. So now it should update from fundraising to active. Let me check on the manage side. Here we are in fundraising. It didn't register yet. Here, there we go. There we go. So we'll just give it a few seconds. Here we are. Now it's active. So just takes, as you can see, maybe a minute in total. And now we can buy stuff. And in order to qualify, we need to do at least one trade. Right now we have USDC. What could be a good pick this week? I like Circle in theory. USDC, the issue of USDC. I'm a fan. I'm a fan of Jupiter. So to be honest, I'm not fully sure what we should go into right now. If you have any suggestions, you can write them in chat right now, and maybe we'll just go with whatever you guys say. Let me check the chat here. Mike, Seshko, we're not gonna go with MicroStrategy again. I did it one time. I'm not gonna do it again. Maybe when Bitcoin shows signs of recovery, that could be a good play. Let's try Pengu. All right, let's go with memes. Let's go with memes. Pudgy penguins, and we're just gonna put 50% into Pengu, and we're gonna swap. Awesome. And then I want the other 50% in. Let's just go with Jupiter and swap. Awesome. So now we have made two trades. We are all set up in our vault, and basically we can share it. So what we're gonna do here in FBYT Super Vault. Just click here. So I think this is where a lot of people get lost, and maybe we can check that in the UI. If you click on the arrow, it actually gets you right to the trade window. So if you want to share the link, you need to click on the left side here. And then you have this little icon. And if you click here, you can copy. And now let me share my full screen again, 1 second, so that you can all see actually what is happening? There we are. So now what we want to do is go back to Discord, go back into challenges, and click on submit in the weekly FBYT vault raffle. So again, we fill in the username. We say this is for week 2. This is my link. So you can see it's fully copied. And we've already sent our Solana wallet address in the last submission, so we don't need to send it this time. And then we just submit. And then, of course, it all depends on how we perform. But as you can see, we're already up 0.02%. So right now we are probably leading for week 2. Maybe if nobody else can catch up, then we can get those 100 FBYT. And of course, just to explain a little bit, why do we do this? Why do we have this challenge? Of course, we want to get everybody active on the platform. That's right now something that's very important for us. Not just to gain some traction for FBYT, which of course we are doing in a lot of ways in the background, but also for you guys to sort of already be well positioned for when we get more capital onto the platform. And I can guarantee you we are working hard on bringing some capital onto the platform. And of course, anybody that comes on the platform will check out like which vaults are active, what's actually happening there. And we just want some active vaults. And ideally, you guys can of course increase the AUM in your vault naturally just through trading and attract some more investors down the line. And I would suggest for you to not even think about just 1 month or 2 months from now, but if you are consistent and you consistently use the platform for example a year, then everybody will be able to see, hey, this guy has been active for a year, he's been making plus 30 plus 40% over the last year or so. And let's be honest, we all expect crypto prices to sort of go up in towards the end of the year. Of course, that's no guarantee, but I guess it's fair to say that that's the general expectation. So I feel like right now is a very, very, very good time to become active and to start trading your vault, start building your FBYT profile, because we are working on bringing like more capital onto FBYT. And when you're if you're well positioned when that happens, then like your assets under management can explode basically. And if you think about what you can earn if you have 10K, 50K, 100K under your management in your vaults, it's a significant amount. Like it very quickly becomes more than most people ever earn in airdrops, etc. Because again, you can earn the management fee of 2%. Sorry, I set it at 2%, or you can set it, I think the limit is 20%. Please correct me, somebody, if I'm wrong there. And you have the performance fee, which I believe is also capped at 20%. It might be capped at 15%. But if we just imagine we have a vault with $100,000 in it, then these 2% alone are 2K every year, right? And that's without doing anything. Then if we say we perform well and we don't even need to have an aggressive strategy, we can be conservative, and let's say we make 20% in 1 year and people withdraw, or we can even make the vault dormant. We can close it if we are, for example, if we know, hey, we've made plus 20%, plus 25, plus 30%, and we feel like the market is sort of topping, then we can just make the vault dormant and people can withdraw their money. And once they withdraw, we get the performance fee. And if we made, let's say, 30K in increase, so we started with 100K, we ended with 130K, which in crypto, as we all know, can happen very, very easily. Then that's another 3K. So that will be 5 grand just for doing the trades that you normally would do anyway. That's the way how I would see it, is if you're already trading, just trade on FBYT and others can follow your trades if they want to. And you don't need to put all your capital into your vault right away. You can start with something small, and just every time you buy something for your in your main wallets, you can do the same trade on FBYT. And ideally, it will play out well. You'll get some good P&L, and you will attract some investors down the line. Because right now it's all about building the traction, building that track record. I'm sorry. That will help you attract more people down the line. All right, then let me go real quick back into this mode. And something else I wanted to do real quick is just show you how some of the people are making their content about FBYT. And that's already the last thing we'll do. While I do this, you can already send your vault link in the chat. And I will fund 3 vaults with $10 each. So basically, you can get started with this week's vault challenge if you want to. If you want to qualify for this week, it's important that the vault was made this week. So you can just go to FBYT right now. You can create a new vault. I'll guide you through it real quick again. Once you are in FBYT, you have your wallet connected. By the way, we already have 3.1K points again, which is very cool. Maybe we can check that out real quick as well. Here, my rewards. And as you can see, 3.1K points. We can convert into FBYT if we want to. And here we can see everything that's earned us points so far. And as you can see, management fees alone have earned me over 50%. By the way, these 3.1K points are like, I already redeemed one time. Here, I already redeemed 2K points for one FBYT. So these are 3.1K points I've earned since. So in total, so far, me personally, I've earned 5.1K points on the platform just through my management fees, some vault subscriptions, my vault going live, some trading milestones, vault creation, referral bonuses. So every action you do in FBYT earns you rewards, and these rewards you can convert anytime. And it's important to say you can really convert them anytime. The minimum is 1 FBYT, so 2,000 points. But if you hit that convert button, then and you decide to get, for example, 1 FBYT, it will be sent to your wallet immediately. There's no vesting, there's no manual withdrawals or something where you have to wait a week or something. Everything here happens immediately, instantly on chain. And as we can see here, here are the points we've accumulated. In total, I've already accumulated 9.5K points. So my bad there. And here are the different loyalty tiers. Of course, we can keep stacking those points. That's what I will do until we reach this tier. And then probably I'll even try to get to pro. And here you can see everything that you earn points for and how many you earn for them. Oh yeah, and what we've added recently is like the redemptions and the recent reward history, so you can really see everything. All right. So, and I'm just like trying to give you some time to create your vault, to send it into the chat, because then I'll fund it for you, and basically you don't need to do the funding yourself. You can just execute one trade, submit it via our weekly FBYT vault raffle submission form, and you don't need to do anything on your end. So again, just head to app.fbyt.io, connect your wallet, go into the manage mode, click create new vault, choose open-ended, choose a name, choose your strategy. I think both of these are optional. So in theory, I'm not sure, is the name optional? It might be optional as well. Even though I would always recommend just give it a cool name. Set your USDC amount. In this case, by the way, you can also choose Solana. Yeah, you can choose Solana or USDC, up to you. But just make sure it's not more than $10. So if you choose Solana, make it like 0.12 or 13, something like this, so that I can fund it with $10. Same here. Choose the same amount here and here, ideally, because this way, once I send the funds, you will also automatically have your minimum raise amount. So if you send it, set it to 0.013, and here we set it to 0.013. If I send you those 0.013 Solana, you will automatically have your minimum investment. Yeah, set your lockup period. In this case, you can choose whatever you like. Choose your management fee, your performance fee. I recommend setting this to weekly, so you can see the fees in your wallet, which is always a cool feeling. And then just agree and create vault. I will not create another one now because we already created one, but just to sort of guide you through the process real quick again. And then I basically just wanted to go over some of the content that you submitted. Looks like, yeah. Oh, sorry, looks like I made a mistake here, but I do like this one from Poland. I'm not actually not sure. I think Poland is also on the same name on Telegram. Unfortunately, they are not here right now, but she's just saying, or they are just saying, that they created a vault. I like their just honesty and saying, like, right now I still have 0 investors, but I see this as the beginning of something. And putting a screenshot of the vault, very easy, doesn't take a lot of time. And basically, what I like about this is just the honesty and being like, hey, right now I still have 0, but this is just the beginning. And I'm like using it to study, to find out how everything works, and to sort of position myself for further down the line. And another one was Res, who is sharing here the main page with all the vaults and their P&Ls, and is talking exactly about this feature, right? He's talking about, what I like most is you can review each vault's P&L, performance history, minimum investment, and manage a track record before making any decision. So he's very much taking the approach of talking about FBYT from the perspective of an investor, which I really like, because I think a lot of content so far has been about FBYT from the perspective of a money manager, which of course is interesting as well. But most of the people that will use FBYT are probably investors and people that are looking for someone they can trust their funds with, but also keep the flexibility of being able to withdraw at any point. So he sort of takes this perspective, and tells investors why they should invest with FBYT, because they get the transparency, they can withdraw at any time, everything is shown before you invest. There are no tricks here. There's nothing centralized. Everything's on chain, right? Every single action you do is on chain. And it's just the safest and best way to invest with somebody. And I would personally say it's better than if you, for example, go into an ETF owned by BlackRock. which is sort of the closest alternative that you have. So this way you can invest with people that are crypto native. And also, sorry, I'm just reading Timothy's question in the chat. For clarification, OGs here who've had their vaults running already, do they have to create a new vault, or the weekly raffle is for newbies? The weekly raffle is for everybody. So anybody, even if you already have a vault, you can just create a new one every week if you want to, and execute at least one trade on it and participate in the raffle. So this is open for everybody, but your vault needs to be new. So right now we are sort of trying to get everyone to open their vaults, to execute some trades. The approach I would personally take is just create a new vault every week and perform a different strategy. For example, you can have one vault focusing on tokenized commodities like gold. You can have one vault focusing on stocks. You can have one vault focusing on meme coins, another one focusing maybe purely on fixed yield. What's the name of the currency we have there? I forgot. Was USDG. I'm sure somebody can help me out here with the 4% basically fixed yield. USDY was yeah on the US dollar yield. So this one is sort of set up to yield 4% every year without doing anything. So by the way, if you think like nothing else will perform, then this is probably your safest bet. We've only added it recently, so I'm not sure how many people know that we even have USDY on here. Yeah, so basically all you need to do is open a new vault and execute at least one trade to participate. And I also wanted to show RR's tweet, but I'm not sure. There we are. So he's talking about month 2 is starting now, and he's continuing his journey and documenting everything as he goes. And since there are no vaults here yet, what I will simply do is head to his vault. Oh, it's dormant. That's unfortunate. That is unfortunate. By the way, also an important lesson here is if you don't reach your fundraising goal, your vault will become dormant. And if you don't make a trade for at least 1 month, so after 30 days without activity, the vault also goes dormant. The reasoning here is simply that we don't want people's money stuck in something that's completely inactive for too long. So at least once in a month, you need to go to your vault and create a trade. Otherwise, it becomes dormant. But still, I think like these are very, very like they are not overly difficult. Everyone can do this basically, right? We are not demanding that people do any sort of videos here. We just want you to document your journey on FBYT. Why? I also have no problem sharing why. Because we sort of want to get this social proof where people can trust the platform. I'm seeing one submission now of a vault, and mate will send you $20 into your vault, and I'm sure you'll do your best with that. There we go. So King Lady Peu, I'm sorry by the way if I butchered this name. You have Solana and USDC in your vault. It looks like you already executed a trade, which is very, very cool. Here we can see last trade 1 day ago, and we will just deposit. You have USDC. I have to say I'm a little bit low on USDC on this wallet. Let me actually just swap real quick, and I'll keep it brief. So So we want to swap from Solana into USDC. Oops, my bad. First we select the network, then we select USDC, and sort of 0.2 Solana. Let's swap. As you can see, it takes only a couple seconds. I confirm in the wallet, and now we need to wait 1 or 2 minutes maximum until the swap is complete. And then we'll send $20 into your vault. And then I wish you all the best of luck for this week's vault challenge. And that's pretty much it. That's everything I have for today. While I'm waiting for the swap to complete, let's just go over it real quick. So we have 3 challenges for you every single week. We sort of want to streamline it this month. That's why we have the FBYT weekly content sprint every week, where you can sort of document your journey on FBYT. I think that's the easiest, the most natural way to do this. To just say, hey, this was my week on FBYT. I have this vault. I opened a new vault. I did these trades. Maybe I won last week's content challenge. And you can just make a post about it, right? Like, you don't need to make anything up. That's not what we want from you. We want like some honest content where you just talk about your experiences with FBYT. Then we have the weekly FBYT vault raffle. So every week you can open a new vault. You can execute at least 1 trade. It's important to note it should be a new vault every week. And you should execute at least 1 trade on it. So again, an easy way to do this is create a vault, set your minimum raise and your minimum investment to $1 or $2 if you don't want to commit more. Of course, you can commit more. Again, you can basically execute your normal strategy, just do it on the FBYT vault. But this is not about the total capital you deploy. This is about how. This is just about trading at least 1 time, right? And then it's a raffle, so everybody that makes at least 1 trade can win. There's nothing. It's not gated or anything. And then we have the monthly P&L challenge. This has the biggest prize pool of 500 FBYT each. FBYT right now is trading at around 4 cents. So that's around $20. And all you need to do for that, like, you are opening vaults anyway, right? For this challenge. And you can submit as many vaults as you want. So every week when you open your vault, this is how I would do it, is I would submit this vault for this challenge. And in every vault, I would execute a different strategy, so that in the end, I might have the best chances that one of these strategies will be in the top 3. This is how I would personally do it, probably. And yeah, sort of, you can do this passively during the whole month, right? You don't need to do anything extra. Just follow your strategy in your vaults, do a couple of trades there every week if you see good opportunities, and in the end, the top 3 performance share the prize pool. And these are the 3 challenges we have. So these 2 are weekly, and then we have 1 monthly challenge. So we just want to keep it like streamlined and easy for everybody to participate and to have a chance at winning. So let me check here. The swap has been completed. I can see the funds in my wallet. So let me just follow the link again, mate. Here we go. And I will deposit 20 USDC. Into your vault. Thank you very much for these submissions. Love the profile picture on this vault, by the way. Vibe Hunter, I love it, mate. Yeah, I'm very excited to see the trades that you're gonna do with that. And that's it. That's our stream for today. Thank you everybody for joining. We'll probably make a post. We'll definitely publish the recording. I'm sorry that again it took longer than expected. I thought I could get it into a 30-minute window. I'll try to be better next week. But thank you everybody that joined. We appreciate all of you being here. And we're very open to your feedback. Like for this second month, we've just started. We've changed a couple of things. And so if you have any feedback, and all feedback, it's always welcome. I truly mean that. Because we can only act on your feedback. And this is not only for the ambassador program itself, but also for the platform. We are very, very open to feedback on the platform. If something is unclear, if you have any issues opening a vault or making a trade or whatever, please let us know. And yeah, that's it. Thank you so much for joining. Have a good rest of your day. Week 2 starts now, so you can again submit for the content challenge all week. Again, you can do multiple pieces of content, no worries. You can submit multiple times. And you can do the weekly vault raffle, where all you need to do is open a vault, make at least one trade. And yeah, best of luck to everybody. Thanks for joining, and see you all soon. Bye-bye.
Yeah, guys, if you have any questions, you can ask them now as well, by the way, or you can drop us some messages. So if you have any questions, now it's your time pretty much. Okay.
Absolutely. I'll be here for the next few minutes still. So if anybody wants to drop questions, you can drop them in the chat, or you can even unmute and you can just ask.
Yeah.
Because again, like, we are very, very happy to hear your feedback and answer your questions.
I guess no questions at the moment. Yeah, anyway, thank you guys for joining, and yeah, we're looking forward to see the walls and to see your PNL in the upcoming days, and content as well, obviously. Thank you everybody for joining. Yeah, you will be able to find the recording on the YouTube as well. So thanks everybody. Bye bye guys. See ya.
See you. Bye bye, everybody.